I had just moved into an old apartment building. The elevator in the building was also very old and very small. Ever since moving in, I had been nervous about using it. I never really liked elevators anyways, as I am a bit claustrophobic. I always had a fear of being trapped on one. But there was something about this elevator that scared me even more. It creaked as it went up and down, had dim lighting, and sometimes they would flicker. I usually tried to take the stairs, but lived on the 10th floor. Coming home with groceries was a bitch. I finally started forcing myself to take it, but it still creeped me out. One day, when I was taking the elevator down to work, it stopped on the 5th floor. The doors opened, and a weird-looking man in his 40s was standing there. He was tall, maybe 6 foot, with dirty t-shirt and dirty jeans on. His beady, gray eyes just stared at me. His hair was a mess, and he gave me a toothless smile. He stepped on the elevator, still staring at me. It made me very uneasy. The elevator creaked and banged its way down. 4, 3, 2. He was still staring at me. I was so relieved when the door opened. I brushed past the man and stepped off the elevator. He was standing so close to the door, still staring at me. I walked away as fast as I could to my car. I thought about the man all day, though. Did he live in the building? Was he visiting someone? I had never seen him in the building before. I was a little nervous coming home after work that day. I hoped the man wasn't around again. I got on the elevator and hit the button for 10. Soon, the elevator had stopped on the 3rd floor. When the door opened, it revealed those hideous gray eyes already fixed upon me. "Going up?" I asked. He nodded and stepped on. The door slammed. I watched his dirty hands move towards the buttons. He pressed 11, the floor above mine. He just watched me. I knew he had gotten on at the 5th floor this morning. Maybe he worked in the building. The elevator moved at a snail's pace. I started to panic. Why was he just staring at me? When the elevator finally stopped on my floor, the man barely moved out of the way. I had to inch past him. He watched me as the door slammed shut. Now he knew what floor I lived on. I was walking to my door when my neighbor across from me opened her door. "Hi, Lisa. I got a piece of your mail in my box today." I thanked her and asked her if she had noticed a strange man around. I described him, but she said she knew nobody around here that looked like that. I went into my apartment and tried to forget about the creepy elevator man. I didn't sleep well at all, though. In the morning, the elevator door opened, and the man was standing there, waiting for me. He was expecting me. He knew I lived on 10. I stood there, unable to move. I backed away slowly, and he smiled as the door slammed. I ran for the stairs. In my rush down, I fell. I was forced to drag myself up with a terrible pain in my ankle. My neighbor was kind enough to take me to the hospital. I was so annoyed at myself for being such a coward. I should have confronted that creep. I should have told him to take a picture. It would last longer than staring at me. The doctor said my ankle was broken. I would definitely be taking the elevator now, I guess. At least I could get a few days off work. Maybe the man would go away. I was just so scared. The way he smiled at me like that. Did he know I'd fall down the stairs? At least my neighbor was on the elevator with me on the way back up. Just then, my neighbor hit the button for 2. "You're getting off?" I asked her. "I forgot to check in on Miss Smith," she said. "I'll go with you," I told her. "Oh no, you need to go rest. I'll stop by later," she said. The door closed. I hobbled over to the buttons and pressed 10, but the elevator stopped on 9. The man was there waiting for me. He moved fast and I was too slow to work my way past him in time. The door sealed us in and the elevator started up. "Hello, Lisa," he said. He laughed and pressed the stop button.